"You're useful for grunt work, nothing more," her boss snapped during the Monday morning meeting, loud enough for the entire team to hear. "Leadership material, please. Stop wasting my time with these ridiculous requests." She had asked quietly about leading the upcoming pitch for their biggest potential client. 6 months of 70-hour weeks. 6 months of fixing everyone else's mistakes. 6 months of watching her ideas get presented by others. And this was her answer. Her hands shook under the table, but she kept her face blank. Around her, 12 co-workers suddenly found their laptops fascinating. Nobody met her eyes. Nobody said a word. She had joined Parker and Associates fresh out of college, grateful just to have a job. Her manager, Victoria Hayes, had a reputation for being tough but fair. What she learned too late was that tough meant cruel, and fair meant Victoria took credit for her team's work while burying anyone who threatened her position. For months, she had stayed late fixing client presentations Victoria had messed up. She had rescued accounts Victoria had nearly lost through her arrogance. She had written proposals that won them 3 major contracts. Each time, Victoria presented her work as her own brilliant strategy. She told herself it was paying her dues. She told herself Victoria would notice her dedication. She was wrong. The Westbrook Corporation account was the biggest opportunity their firm had seen in years. A 3-year contract worth millions. Victoria had been handling the relationship personally, which meant she had been slowly destroying it with her dismissive attitude and missed deadlines. 2 weeks after Victoria humiliated her in that meeting, her phone rang. Unknown number. "Hello, this is Thomas Westbrook. I'm looking for the person who actually fixed our Q2 strategy document last month." Victoria claimed she did it, but her writing style is nothing like what we received. "My assistant did some digging. Was it you?" Her heart hammered. "Yes, sir. I rewrote the entire strategy after Victoria's version was rejected." "I thought so. Here's the situation. We are done with Victoria, but we want to work with your firm. Specifically, we want to work with you. If you're not leading this account, we are walking." She walked into Victoria's office the next morning with Thomas Westbrook's email printed and ready. Victoria was on her phone, probably taking credit for someone else's work. "Victoria, Westbrook Corporation reached out to me directly." Victoria barely glanced up. "Forward it to me, I'll handle it." "They don't want you, they want me leading the account or they're leaving the firm." Victoria's face went white, then red. "That's impossible, I've built that relationship." "You nearly destroyed it, I saved it, multiple times." The managing partner called an emergency meeting that afternoon. Victoria tried to spin the situation, claiming she had gone behind her back. Then she played the voicemail Thomas Westbrook had left that morning, praising her work and explaining exactly why Victoria was no longer acceptable. The room went silent. She got the promotion Victoria had blocked her from for months. Victoria was reassigned to a smaller team away from major clients. Leadership material, it turned out, wasn't about talking the loudest or taking credit. It was about doing the work nobody saw and earning respect nobody could take away. 6 months later, the Westbrook account had expanded into their largest contract ever, and every time she passed Victoria in the hallway, she remembered those words, "Useful for grunt work, nothing more." Turned out the grunt work was what built everything. Victoria just never bothered to notice who was actually doing it.